This is Douglas. Douglas was part of a series of animatronic Christmas trees that were developed throughout the early 90s by a company called Gemmy, or Gemmy, I don't know. They don't make them anymore. So growing up, Douglas was a semi-big part of my Christmas experience.
Merry Christmas to Douglas. Merry Christmas, Douglas. Go.
I believe we had him up until at least the year 2000, maybe 2001, don't quote me on that. These are all the pictures I could find of our Douglas. And you may be wondering why we don't have him anymore. Honestly, I don't know exactly what the problem was, but something happened and he didn't work properly anymore. I remember switching him on because I wanted, to hear his little song, and the audio came out all distorted and deep, and it terrified younger me. I ran to my parents and I was like, I don't know. I was distraught, basically. Not because I understood that it was broken, but because something was wrong with Douglas. I had a very active imagination as a child. I even remember my parents' canonical backstory for how Douglas came to be. Obviously, he was manufactured in a warehouse. But no, to 4-year-old me, Douglas lived at the North Pole, and every Christmas, Santa brought him on the back of his sleigh to our house. And he just stayed with us for a couple of weeks and then went back. I'm not bullshitting. Like, I know my parents will watch this video. I legitimately remember this. In my brain, I always had this visual of, Santa riding along through the night and Douglas on the back, supplying him with in-flight entertainment. The thing could only sing 3 songs, and yet I gave it an entire fucking personality. I used to imagine it was able to speak. It's amazing that I made it this far in life. Anyway, so yeah, Douglas broke, and I hadn't really thought about it for like 20 years. Much like Max Payne, it was something that just sort of came to me one day and I was like, oh, I remember that. Quite recently actually, just leading up to this Christmas, I was like, I want a Douglas. I want another Douglas. And I've got the footage and stuff, so I saw him on the footage and I was like, oh, I remembered he existed, and I was like, holy shit, we had a singing tree. So here comes the difficult part, which was finding the right one. Because as I mentioned, it was part of a series. So there were many, 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 many variations of Douglas created through the years. There was tons of them you could buy. There was high-pitched ones. There was deep-pitched ones.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
There was ones that sang completely different songs.
This version doesn't sing Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
And there were ones that weren't even Douglas.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
So a majority of my time leading up to this Christmas has been trying to track down this very specific brand of Douglas. And honestly, I never thought I'd find it. I really didn't, because as luck would have it, the one that we had is now classified as rare nowadays.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And I'm not saying that to make this sound more epic than it is. It is literally classified as rare because it was one of the very first ones that was ever manufactured. And my mum threw it away. But it's okay, it was 20 years, I'm over it. And after many weeks and months of looking, I finally found my boy. So I did a little communication with the woman, asking her details. What's the voice sound like? What songs does he sing? Etc, etc. And this one managed to tick all of the boxes. The only difference is it has a different trunk and the eyes are a different color. But what can you do? So obviously I've learned to take things on the internet with a pinch of salt over the years. So I was like, okay, you've said the voice is deep, but I don't believe you. Give me a video. And the woman emailed me this.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
It was the exact same pitch. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot when I'm saying that now, but you have no idea how hard it is to find a specific pitched tree. You don't know the struggle I went through. After 20 plus years, My boy's back home. Let's unbox him, shall we? So here he is. Well, inside the box is another box. Yeah. I want to read what this says actually. Oh, that's the woman's address. I won't read that. So this has been shipped. Oh. Oh. This is the original posting. It's dated 96. We have an original posting address, everybody. And clearly, it's been around the world. We've got that one, that one, that one. And the original price, $6. I paid $70.
$70?
Which equates to about £50. Believe it or not, this was the cheapest one I could find. All of the other ones was in the hundreds. Anyway, let's crack him open. Yeah, Merry Christmas. So here we have the adapter. It's American, but it's fine. There he is. What's this in the bottom? That's his penis. That's the proper instructions. I'm sure there's nothing else in there. Okay, let's derobe him.
Go on.
Leave me alone! No, it wasn't. Don't listen to her. She's got Alzheimer's. Shut up! I'd rather have a tiny one than not have one at all. I mean, it has been in a loft for about 50 years, don't forget. No. Here he is. There's a little thing right here, which is where the plug goes, if you'd let me just do my video. The original hat, folks. See? You're gonna get projected back to the 90s. Oh, look at that. The hat's a perfect fit. You were remembering wrong. His head is slightly caved in a bit. But,
He's how old? Old as you? 25 years old, so your head's caved in.
So when I switch this on, if it's all plugged in and it works, his eyes and mouth should jump a little as the electric shoots through them, because that's what our one used to do. It'll go. Eh.
No, you remember that when you was about 5?
I watched the video. So who wants to do the honours of turning him on?
No, not me. You. Go on.
Oh, I've got to turn him on first at the switch. I forgot he is off at the switch.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh. Was that it then?
I mean, I hoped for a little bit more than that. So what's the current situation?
Well, you've blown him up.
And what are you doing right now?
I'm titivating him about to make him look pretty.
Yeah, it turns out the transformer that we used actually had too many volts in it. That plug that came with him is totally useless now because I didn't take into account that Americans use a different voltage than we do. Hopefully Douglas himself will be okay.
I've just nearly pulled his fucking receptor off.
What do you think about your current attire?
What, me? What do you mean?
Well, look at you.
Oh no, he's shredding all over me, little fucker.
Get him over. I refuse to be on camera.
Bring it.
Wait!
As an electrician, what's happened? Because I'm sure people are curious.
I'm not an electrician. That's the.
He's trying. What?
Clean that Douglas. Make another one with all this.
Merry Christmas, everybody. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Happy New Year! We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Douglas.
Happy New Year, Douglas.
What is it?